Hello, my friends, and welcome to something a little bit new. I did a bunch of this off camera because I was trying to figure out the math on how it's actually going to work, and I think it's actually going to work, believe it or not. What we have here is a city made up of hexagons. Do we want to make it smaller? I don't think so, because then I think, very much like Hexagon City, we want to be able to utilize the interiors of these. The only way to get hexagons to tile, though, is to have these little squares. So this is going to be a tiling pattern, hopefully, that we can extend for as long as we want or need. I don't think I've used this map in a while. I'm trying to remember the last time I used this one. But yeah, here we are. So we're going to start off probably with the option to import our city. Oh, can we not do that right off the bat? Do we actually have to build some power for ourselves? I think we might need to. So what I'm probably going to do is start off by taking this inner little square, put a little power, don't run a power line. I'm going to run it under the ground. I was going to just run it there, but then it's like, no, you know what? That's ugly. And then, of course, for water, I think we might just start off with the water tower. I might even utilize the center of these octagons instead to begin with, just because that's not going to impede our ability to build anything, and then we're going to need somewhere to dump the water. And this should be a free-flowing body of water, isn't it? To where we can just... yeah, it should just go out to the ocean. Is that how this one works? I don't know, these arrows are sketchy. Yeah, I think the water comes in from that side and goes out this side. So what we'll do is we'll just dump a little water outlet as far away as we can for now. Or run a water pipe over. So this is my first city starting for Economy 2.0 from scratch. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to probably just keep it on slow for now. Wow, I forgot how thick the demand bars are when there's that little. And we're doing EU for the first time in a while as well. I haven't started with EU, I don't think, in a while. Which direction does the wind blow? It blows this way. So I'm thinking we'll start with our industry over here. We'll probably ruin this water source here, and that's okay. So we'll get some basic jobs going. We'll get some basic homes going. Probably do this whole octagon here. And then we'll throw... yeah, just EU low density. Do I not have the little kiosks, or is that very low as NA? Okay, we'll worry about that later. For now, oh yeah, you know what else is going to be important? This needs to be somehow connected to the world. For now, I wonder if I'm going to regret having done these as 2-lane roads. I think I already do regret it. Although, can we upgrade it to this? Yes. So I'm going to quickly upgrade these roads. For now, they're going to be 4 lanes, and then we'll see if we need to build like a mega octagon. Then we'll discover whether or not we can make that into 6 lanes. But for now, I'm okay with this, and not having roadside parking is not a problem. I don't mind that at all. And what is your problem here? You are not connected to the sewage system? Oh, because that sewage pipe actually does not go anywhere. Can I just change these into just a water pipe? There we go. This doesn't need a road connection, does it? I don't think so. And just like that, we are off to the races. We are not going to be profitable for a while. That's okay. Try and get as much moving as we can here. Oh, power. No, we're connected to the power. Yeah. Don't worry about that. I might toss in a little transformer here, just in case we need to start buying some power. We've got the option now. I don't know how soon I can turn on that policy. Not soon enough, that's for sure. But immediately, I think what we're going to want to do is get ourselves... I guess the landfill is the only real option to begin with. Ooh, it doesn't fit. Oh, I didn't really think about that. Okay, we can do it the old school way. See, this might end up being something where we decide, oh, we goofed. Let's take it back a step and start over. I don't know. I don't really want to start over now. But then again, I don't know if this is going to be a regular addition to our rotation of cities. It might be, it might not be. Either way, it doesn't really bother me too much. I think it's a novel enough concept, a new enough idea, a silly enough limitation that we've placed on ourselves here. Okay, I'll just put that there for now. That road's not optimal. So we will lose some of this new industrial that we were zoning. That's fine. I think it's more important that we get this up and running. There we go, an octagonal. It's not quite centered. Yeah, whatever. You know what? It's good enough for government work, right? Isn't that what we're doing here? Oh, you know what? I'm going to get to show you... Oh man, I shouldn't have put in these houses in the squares yet. Because this is the way that you have to do it in order to map out the octagon shape, is you got to start off there, you come here. Now I can get rid of this. And luckily that's already rezoned. Maybe we'll just turn that into some medium density row housing. But basically what you're doing is you're always laying out these little squares wherever you can. And things start to snap into position pretty quickly. Everything wants to snap to certain 90-degree angles, and these are always off by 0.01, 0.02. So I think eventually the whole grid's going to get knocked out of shape, but I'm not too concerned, because again, this is more experimental than it is long-term planning. Look, we're already 0.05 off here. But it lines up, and we'll line this one up as well, why not? And now technically, these will always snap whenever there's something close enough. You don't have to do too much thinking. I don't know if they're perfect, though. Ah, I need this square again. How unfortunate. You know what, I am going to move this over here, though. Oh, just run that under like that. Does that not touch? How annoying. Okay, good enough. And unfortunately... Whoa, look at all those taxis flooding in. We do have to do this just once so that we get that perfect snap there. And then everything snaps, and then we can finally get rid of this road. Are people coming in by taxi because there's nowhere for them to park? That might actually be what's happened here. Oh, we can do these parking behind row buildings. They're both the same. What we can do is something like this. And now maybe people can bring in their own cars? I don't know how you're supposed to get there. I guess you drive through that little garage and then come out the back. Yeah. This is the only place that people can park their cars on the side of the road. Yeah, it's all residential demand right now. We'll get this set up pretty quickly, I think. And then we'll want to start thinking about more parking options. So are these guys moving in properly now because they can actually park? They are. Okay, so that's cool. And these do count as row houses, right? Like, people still live here? Yeah. Oh, they've got upgrades. Oh, we can upgrade the parking. That's interesting. We don't have it unlocked yet. We'll have to unlock parking areas. And then see what that actually does for us. Oh, now that this one's set up and get rid of that, we'll need it again eventually if we want to start building over that water, flatten out the land and do something with that. But yeah, the whole idea here is basically these squares, these little 15-unit long squares. As soon as you crisscross them at 45 degrees, that's going to give us an outside angle of 135, which is what we need. And that seems to be the only way to get it, and then you can start playing things that snap here and there, but now... yeah, our grid's already off. I don't know if it's this tree's fault, or if it's just the nature of this game. No, that's perfect. Yeah, 135 there. And then of course you would have another square here. We can get rid of that, because we've actually got all the angles that we need for that one. And then over here, we might want to put in a road that goes 90 degrees down. Like that. Comes out like this. That's almost perfect. The angles are more important than the distances, I think. Yeah, there we go. That is our tiling pattern of octagons and squares. Oh, we're already making money here. Beautiful. I think that might be because we're exporting electricity and water already. I clicked on a tree. Yeah, look at that. We're a small village. So now we can look into possibly parking areas. I think parking areas are going to be important if we're going to be playing this game where we have buildings like this. What are these? L parking. Oh, look at this. That's really cool. No, that's not as cool as I thought. I changed my mind. Yeah, it's too close to the road. How is this supposed to work? Let me see if I can figure out what this is supposed to do. So is this... oh, I'll bet it's supposed to be for like 14. I'll put that there. So if I put that there like that... Oh, it's just a row. It's just the, an extra parking space. Oh, it's bad, though. Alright, we probably won't utilize that. That's just too sloppy for me. We might use them in the Octagons if we want to build parking lots back, but I don't really know what's going to happen with that. In the meantime, so we'll never be able to fit a large parking lot unless we really want to just cram it in here. Which we do, actually, I think. Yeah, why not? And then the way I'm thinking of handling this is... I'm going to stick with these 4-lane roads for now, and then bring them out like that. I know it's not perfect, but yeah, why not? And then hopefully these ones don't end up being things that we try to snap to later. I don't know what happened there, don't worry about it. It's hideous, I know. But now we can put a little more. Put a little row house there, why not? But now there's somewhere for people to park in the city. And yeah, I guess the idea here would be that we just keep building this out, expanding this back. There's a good spot for these. You put a little clinic on the other side. Alright, we're bleeding out now. Service upkeeps. But at least we'll have better management of this early on. Can we access this yet? No. So really, the issue here is just that we have so much demand and we're not building enough to keep up with it. See, the grid's all wonky here. Something's already off. This is more a proof of concept than it is an actual long-term city, I think. I don't know if I'm going to keep playing Octagon City. I just wanted to see what it's like to start a new city in Economy 2.0, and maybe we visit this once or twice, and then go back to our usual cities, and then if people really like the idea of this Octagon, maybe we think about ways that we can make a proper city that we're going to actually care about and try to get set up properly without any kind of weird gritty issues. They just happen. Oh yeah, schools. Schools are always important. You know what? I'm just going to build a row house school for now. These mods that add a few new little assets are a bit of a lifesaver. Then we can get some row buildings. We can get row schools. A row high school, why not? High school and row building. School, oh, that was a school. Where's the high school? High school and a row building. We'll put it right next door. So these are two schools. One's a school, one's a high school. I like it, though. And then this one, I guess it has a business under it as well. I do like their little parking lots. Oh my gosh, here everybody is. Oh no, they do have traffic lights. They're the EU style, so they're the black ones. It's interesting that you can't mix and match the road styles, as far as I can tell. Oh man, what a mess. Everybody just wants to park. Let them park. Get out of the way. Oh, it's the pedestrians getting in the way. Can they not get in this way? No, they can't. Oh, I've done this backwards because this is an EU city. Although they could just be coming in. No, I think maybe this wouldn't have mattered. I don't think it matters which side of the street I put this on. Because if it was on that side, then they would be coming from the other way, and they would still get in the way of the traffic trying to get out. So yeah, it doesn't even matter if I just flip this around. Whatever. This is a temporary problem once they're all parked. Oh my gosh. Excuse me? Oh, we've got the traffic simulation mod on, so it's trying to fill in the real population here as opposed to just simulating it. I think that's what's happening here. Man, we are still not making money, though. Get more houses set up here. Probably don't need any more commercial for a while. Again, most of what we're putting down here we'll have to get rid of eventually. Especially if we decide to expand out into this tile. We would need to find a way to get across the water at some point. I don't really know how I'm going to go about doing that. Yeah, a lot of taxis coming in, probably just because there's nowhere to park using these roads, aside from this one parking lot that we've put in. So everybody else is just coming in by taxi, and then the taxis just leave. And then they don't have cars. It's a new walk city. New walk city. Nope, we got new buildings coming in. I just want to see if we can make money before everything goes bad here. Even the roads should be paying us for some reason. Some of these might just be traffic issues that we can fix by utilizing some of these fancy... Oh, we need to unlock that. some of these fancy mods to help us with the traffic. Oh, do I not have... No, it didn't load. I can't manage the traffic lights. Sweet. Yeah, I've been having some issues with mods loading and not loading. So I can't turn on split phasing. I don't know why. Is it not... Yeah, it's not just not showing here. I don't know. Yeah, this happens every time. I gotta click that. What is that mod called? Like Traffic Light Manager? Traffic Lights Enhancement Alpha? Yeah, like it's there. It's running. So it just didn't load. Okay. Good thing we didn't try to load up one of our other big cities that relies on it and have it completely break all of our traffic lights. So getting people in, not hard. Making money, hard. Oh, we are importing electricity. We can't even turn that off yet. Okay, this time it's almost definitely cheaper for us to build another wind turbine, I think. Put a solar panel on it. Give them a couple upgrades. Probably don't need the batteries yet. But you know what? Let's put the batteries in. Is that what this one is? Battery extension? Why can I still select it again? Visual bug. It's fine. Now I think we're not buying power. Yes, we're not importing electricity, but we are still paying a lot in upkeeps. And we barely have any of the basics that we need. I guess we have a couple schools, but they're not even the big schools. We have one healthcare facility. Is that costing us that much? Yeah, 168,000. That's most of what we were spending here. I'm going to turn down the budget on that, because I don't think we need it to be massive just yet. Same with our garbage. We'll turn down the budget on that a little bit so we can save some more money. And now we're still bleeding, but we're not bleeding as badly. And then maybe it's just a zoning issue. We're going to have people complaining about pollution because everything's so close, because I'm too lazy to keep building out this grid. Because it's so tricky to build. And where am I going to go? Over here? Across the water? Honestly, the best thing that we could do is probably buy 2 tiles here. Keep expanding down this way. But look at this, 34,000 a month of upkeep immediately just for a little bit more land. I guess we're not utilizing the land that we have, and that's our own problem, isn't it? We just need to be smarter here. Let me see. So if I wanted to go out this way, I need to connect this road. I need to find out where... There we go. The center of that and the center of that. And now that'll snap to 15. And this one here will even snap to where we want it to go. But it's probably easier just to not deal with this right now. Good enough. Then we could do the same thing over here. I don't know if there's enough room. And of course, we temporarily lose a bunch of this infrastructure whenever we have to do this. See, this is where things start to get complicated because there's so many roads coming in. That is perfect. Beautiful. And now this square can be free. And then we could even do this already. We need to find out where all these roads intersect. There we go. See, it starts to get a little bit complicated. And then that's easy enough to bring over, and that's done, actually. Oh my gosh, we've unlocked Vertigo Square. That's beautiful. Where do I want to put that? I want to put it right here. That's all low density demand coming in. Oh, we're making money again. See, just like that. Economy 2.0. We're not exporting any of our power. I wonder why. Battery depleted. Oh, we're not making enough power probably right now. I guess I could just look at that and see. Yeah, we don't want to be importing power from outside the grid. That's just not good for us. Still importing a little bit of electricity. One more? Oh, we're filling our batteries. Never mind. And then we'll start exporting that excess. In fact, you know what? Since that is going to happen, why don't we build one more? We're almost out of money. But this should let us sell a little bit of electricity once these batteries are filled. Probably shouldn't have built the batteries, but alright. People are unhappy because of unreliable healthcare coverage because we've had to reduce. You know what? We probably don't need this expansion to the clinic. And now we can maybe increase the budget here now that it's not funding that little extension. Yeah, I think we're doing good now. With that said, we haven't built any of the other services that we need. We will need a firehouse. We'll just build a row house version. Same with the police. We'll just build the smallest. These are tiny. These are going to save us money. We're almost out of it, by the way. But we are profitable, ever so slightly, to where it might just be a matter of waiting. Traffic and noise are definitely issues, that's fair. This one road coming in is sloppy, and unfortunately I can't turn on... I cannot turn on the ability to... what's the word? To change these to split phasing, or any kind of phasing, for that matter. Now, with that said, these are basically all three-way intersections. I might just turn this into a stop sign. Turn this into a stop sign. It's all industrial vehicles trying to get in. Maybe this one doesn't need to be a stop sign. Maybe this one doesn't even need to have a traffic light. Uh-oh. No, I think this might have been the right choice. This water tower's pretty loud. Didn't know that. So we could have used the park version of this. Now this can have a viewing deck, but it's not as nice as the one that has a park built right underneath it. Where is that? I don't have it available yet. Alright, fair enough. Sure. +3 entertainment. I'll bet this probably needs a road now or something. Maybe not. Waiting for a hearse. Oof. Okay. Can we get a small... 2 hearses, 500 tombs, a small cemetery? Can we get even smaller? Like just a mausoleum? Does this not have... oh, it has 1 hearse. Okay. I think that will support this city for now. Oh, we've unlocked offices now, and high-density housing. Which is just low rent, I suppose, for now. And then I should be expanding the grid, and I just... the problem with it is that it's so tedious to do that I don't even want to do it. And it costs so much money to build these roads that we're just going to demolish, and I don't think we get back 100% to that either. There we go, that lines up beautifully there. And then the other part that would be hard here is I don't have enough room to go down that way. And this isn't properly hooked up. Although if I go over here, yeah, this'll... that snaps into where it should be. And then getting that to be 15 is borderline impossible. Okay, we'll go there. That's 15. That's 15-ish. That's 15. It made a perfect grid, so you almost need to ignore that distance number. Can I turn off snapping to... no, not zoning cell line. Snapping to lock grid, I think, is what I want to turn off. That's pretty close. 15.06. I'll bet that's actually perfect, to be honest. And then so is 14.94. It's virtually perfect. Those numbers stop mattering. The angles are more important than the distances. That's what I've learned from doing this so many times. I'm a little bit concerned it's not snapping at 135. It might just be too far away. Okay, we just won't draw that for now. We can get rid of this crisscross. And then there's stuff in the way here. But realistically, what we'd want to do is... let's move this. I guess I need to hook that up. The way that we would do this then is draw a road out from here. Oh no, we've got things in the way. The mausoleum needs to be moved. I'll put you there for now. This requires such careful, advanced planning. Like, you need to be really thinking ahead of how you're going to do this, because otherwise you're moving around so much. I'm trying to get this to actually hit the corner. Like the perfectly aligned corner. I don't even know which one I actually want it to hit. I hear a tornado. I don't want to look. You know what? We'll do it there for now. This one doesn't want to snap properly. Where's that tornado? Oh, thank you. Good. Yeah, just run right through all this stuff that I'm sitting here tediously plugging in. That's fine. Can I not snap to existing geometry, maybe? I need to find out where this is. I'm going to do that, even though it says 14.89. I think it's okay. I'm going to bring that down to there. And I think this is okay. Get rid of any of the unsafe turns. And we'll let this road run through here for now. Again, we're profitable, and we're playing with mods that are making the game harder. And we're not... we don't have access to mods which make the game easier. Being able to set up the traffic lights in a way that they will have split phasing. Oh, look at this traffic problem. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of the traffic light and just hope that this doesn't become an absolute disaster. This looks like it was the right choice. This red car is causing some major problems, so get out of the way. It's paralyzed with fear. There he goes. Now we can get rid of this one, too. But you can start to see this little grid taking shape. Looks like a kitchen-tiled floor. And then eventually, could be like Hexagon City, where it takes over the whole map. I don't know how we would handle terraforming the coast. We'd want it to conform to the Octagons, I think, if we were to do something like that. How are we doing for money? We're barely profitable, but the thing is like 28,000 a month. We can make that work. And I can't even afford to set up a bus depot. Nor would I be able to, like, the 31,000 a month that would just basically eat up everything that we're making. I am going to utilize this mixed zone office mixed use. Oh my gosh. My mind is so flooded with these angles and calculations I can't even speak. It's alright though. This park only costs 2,000 a month. I'll put one in. And then let's just trash everything that's here and let it work fresh. There we go. Realistically, here's the thing. I'm going to do this because I think realistically we want them all facing one way. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in there with this tool and remove this strip here, let them do that. And now that those are all set up, now we'll do something like this. And some of them are... There's some weird crisscross going on here. That's fine. I don't really worry about that too much. I might just trash these homes myself instead of waiting for the hearse to get here. I'll just, whatever. That land is now haunted. Rich wealth, wretched. So I feel like, similar to the Hexagon, traffic should flow pretty decently in a city with this layout because, just like in the Hexagon City, all of your intersections are three-way intersections, which should typically be safer than having a bunch of four-way intersections. Just less directions you have to really think about traffic approaching from. One less direction than your typical four-way intersection. I should revisit Triangle City and see what we can do with six-way... Is it six-way intersections? Yeah, it makes six-way intersections. It's basically Hexagon City if it was all filled in. And we could do the same thing with we could do an Octagon Triangle City, which is basically turning each of these sides into trapezoids, and then that leaves us with a square in the middle, and then we didn't even fill in the square. We can go super dense triangles here, demonstrate it, but I don't really want to ruin what's currently running here. Not yet, anyway. Maybe we put... Oh, that's the wrong tool. Maybe we put some low rent housing in. Drop some more low density housing. Sure, who would want to live here? Nobody really, but if it lets us do it, we do it. Let's change this to medium density. Yeah, it works. It's not the easiest to be building this type of a grid, but I think it looks cool. And eventually, once it expands out, we start filling in some of these octagons, like we did with this parking lot. I think if I were to do an Octagon City again, I would think about... What would I think about? Could we do one-way octagons? I don't know. I don't think so. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Do one-way octagons, but then have the squares allow the traffic to move both ways? Or would it be the other way around? The squares are one-way directions? Let me see. What would happen? These too big? These are way too big. What we have? Three lanes? If we did this, does that actually accomplish anything for us? And then this one here would have to be going in the opposite direction. So in order for this to work, that has to go down. And then that needs to go that way, that way. No, that can't. No, we can't do that. Sorry, that also needs to go up. And then that one needs to go down. Is that right? Yeah. Those are mirrored. But now, they're mirrored. Wait a minute. I don't know. I'd have to think about it more. Because you would want the traffic to then go that way. that. Maybe you wouldn't want to mirror them. Maybe you'd always want them going the same way. Like that. Does that actually make the traffic move better, though? Realistically? How does that help with traffic flow in the city? I don't know if it does. It does essentially turn these into... Are these now two-way intersections? Because you can only go that way. Oh, maybe I would want to split these. Yeah, I think we want these flipped. Just because we're doing left side traffic. Yeah. That feels... Let me fix this intersection. Yeah. See, this is how you want it, because you never have to really worry about turning... In fact, we could even make this even safer, I'll bet. No, not really. I don't think this can be made any safer. Using the outer lanes would make it safer, and then, now this is effectively just a roundabout, isn't it? The square roundabout. A square about. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if it would make more sense to have the Octagons be one-way road system or not. I don't know. It is a mystery, and we should probably fix up the rest of them, though, shouldn't we? Uh-oh. Did something happen here? Are these going the wrong way now? Wait a minute. I've goofed somewhere. Yes, these are backwards. When did I do that? Of course, now all the intersections are completely busted. There we go. Yeah, see, that's how they should look. With this little triangle. So these ones are wrong. Oh, this one's not even set up as a one-way. This one's not set up right. The rest look good, though. So yeah, I'll bet that's what we want. Oh no, the lack of a traffic light is causing issues here. If we get rid of this and this, then we turn it into a stop sign. I might even say no crossing here. Oh, I can't turn off that crossing. What if I put in the crosswalk? Wait, what? Why can't I turn off that crosswalk? Okay, I suppose if we did this. I don't think that's smart. I think this one here needs to go straight through, otherwise traffic just grinds to a halt here. But I think the rest are okay. Oh my gosh, don't look back. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, in case that wasn't evident. This was a goofy experiment, though. I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments if you enjoy seeing this kind of a weird tiled city and you want to see more of the Octagon. Let me know by hitting that thumbs up button, leave a like, and leave a comment. Let me know if you think that this is a cool geometric design that we should think about doing better. For example, not having this be the entrance into the city. Maybe this should be a traffic light, if we're being honest. It's too bad that I don't have the tool to... Oh, it's Tiny Town. I don't have the tool to make it split-faced, which I think is a major issue. But yeah, if you enjoy these videos, also don't forget, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications. Maybe we'll see more of the Octagon, maybe we won't. I don't know, I'm going to try a few other things. I'm having fun starting cities again, which we haven't done in a long time, honestly. So we've been rotating through 4 very established cities, which are now struggling through Economy 2.0 as of the time of this recording. So it's nice to get started on something and see it actually still works. Alright, thank you for joining me and hanging out with me as I test out new ideas, new concepts. Hopefully this was enjoyable for you. Thank you for joining me, and I hope I see you back again sometime soon. Goodbye for now.